Hallo, ich bin's, Robin, Deutschlehrer mit Core Languages, and today I'm walking around the neighborhood of Park Circle in Charleston, South Carolina, and I have a question for you. Think about the many different ways we use numbers in everyday life. We don't just use them for math and for simple counting, but we use them for paying, making appointments, scheduling, and so on. So naturally, when learning a new language, we need to understand how the language counts. But we almost take it for granted. So when we learn how the other language does their counting, it can be quite confusing. For example, the number 23. In English, it's a combination of the number 20 and the number 3, 23. In German, the number 23 is 23, which means 3 and 20. 24 would be 24. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to count in German and how to incorporate numbers into some basic German sentences. So I would say, los geht's und viel Spaß beim Deutschlernen.
Numbers. Zahlen. We differentiate between two different types of numbers: cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are used for counting, calculating, and stating years and age. Ordinal numbers are used to order or rank things, but we also use them to give the date or for building floors or stories. Here are the first 19 cardinal numbers in German. Die Cardinalen. Feel free to repeat after me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. The teen numbers could be translated to 310, 410, 510, and so on. Let's continue counting in tens. Again, repeat after me. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. In informal German, we can also say 100. 21, which, if I translated it, would be 1 and 20. 22 would be 2 and 20, 22. And 32 would be 32. 43. 54. 65, 76, 77, 88, 98, 110 or 110. And let's count by hundreds, thousands, and millions. Again, repeat after me. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1000 or 1000. 10,000, 100,000 or 100,000, 1.000.000, 10.000.000, 1. 100.000.000, 1 Milliarde. Notice that after millions and Milliarden, which is billion, there is a space between the 1 and then million. 1.000.000, 10.000.000, and so on. Let's practice. Look at the following Cardinalzahlen and try to say it in German. 8, 28, 428, 6.428. If I were to translate this number, it would be 6,408 and 20. Here are some examples or Beispiele for cardinal numbers in use. We use them, for example, for everyday counting. 1, 2, 3. For example, ich sehe 2 Katzen. I see 2 cats. Or ich sehe 3 Katzen. I see 3 cats. When giving the year, we don't typically put in before the year. For example, die Olympiade fand 2016 statt. The Olympic Games took place in 2016, but in German we omit the in. Die Olympiade fand 2016 statt. Another example would be 1912 sank die Titanic. 1912 sank die Titanic. We use ordinal numbers, or die Ordinalen, to put things in a sequence or to rank them. In German, we add te to the end of the numbers under 20 and ste to the numbers 20 and higher. Again, repeat after me. There is no ordinal number for 0, and then it goes erste, zweite, dritte, vierte, fünfte, sechste, siebte, achte, neunte, zehnte, elfte, zwölfte, dreizehnte, vierzehnte, fünfzehnte, sechzehnte, siebzehnte, achtzehnte, neunzehnte. And then zwanzigste, einundzwanzigste, zweiundzwanzigste, dreiundzwanzigste, dreißigste, vierzigste, hundertste, einhunderterste, zweihundertste, tausendste. Let's practice. Look at the following ordinal numbers, or die Ordinalzahlen, and try to read them in German. Zweite. Notice how this number ends on te. Zweiunddreißigste. Notice how this number ends on ste because now we are above 20. 432. 6432. Here are some examples or Beispiele for ordinal numbers in use. We use ordinal numbers for dates. For example, ich habe am 8. Mai Geburtstag. My birthday is on May 8th. If I were to translate the sentence literally, it would be, I have on the 8th of May birthday. Ordinal numbers are also used for centuries. For example, wir leben im 21. Jahrhundert. We live in the 21st century. Another example of how to use ordinal numbers is floors of a building. Das Büro ist im 3. Stock. The office is on the 3rd floor. It is important to point out that in Germany, we don't count the ground floor as the first floor. The first floor is the American 2nd floor. The ground floor in German is das Erdgeschoss. Another example of how to use ordinal numbers is in sequences or in rankings. For example, belegt den 1. Platz. He comes in first place.
Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to count and use numbers in German. If you have more questions, feel free to comment, or if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to message us directly. Das war's, vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal.